What is up, everyone? This is Karem with Atlanta Goat Format, bringing to you another Goat Format War League Season 6 Week 1 review. This is game number 4 between bATL OXen, represented by PSYT, and Laus Nova, represented by Baerith in the top right. We got PSYT going first here with his usual Cyberstein OTK style deck, with Pot of Greed and Scapegoat finding its way onto the main board. Baerith's going to follow this up with a Mystic Tomato and attack right into a Goat token. He will follow this up with 2 sets, and now PSYT will match his energy with 2 sets of his own. But unfortunately, Baerith is proving that the Goat Control, Chaos Control strategy is pretty strong in this scenario, as he's main decking Royal Decree and turning off the 2 traps that PSYT just set. I don't know if Decree is necessarily the greatest card in this matchup, but it certainly has its applications, as we see here. Now PSYT is going to find himself into a Graceful Charity, and he is possibly going to make the full push here with a double Last Will proc off of the Exiled Force to clear the Mystic Tomato, and summoning 2 partners in crime for his deck, Cyberstein and Injection Fairy Lily. He's going to pay the 5,000, summon out the big guns with Master of Oz, and looking to wipe Baerith out here in Game 1, but he will have Scapegoats to be able to eat up all of this damage and leave him with 1 Goat token and no life points deducted. Now in main phase 2 here, PSYT's going to just get that last Goat token out of the way here by summoning out a Thousand Eyes Restrict. Baerith here is going to have an Exiled Force of his own, clearing the Master of Oz, and then using a Premature Burial to bring back the Tomato. PSYT here has not really any type of move, so he'll just pass on back. And we will see Zabort come in and clearing the Tomato and targeting the Thousand Eyes Restrict and attacking the Goat token. Pretty interesting there from Baerith's side. I feel like you would want to attack into the Cyberstein here and turn off the Injection Fairy Lily from being able to clear over the Sun Monarch, but he's gonna elect to just clear the Goat token with it. So we'll see if PSYT has any type of follow-up, and he doesn't. He kind of gets away with murder right there, as Azura Priest is going to come in and absolutely clear board. And we'll take 2,400 to the face. We'll have Giant Trunade come in and help reset against this Royal Decree. Azura Priest is going to come in and get met with a Torrential Tribute, and we'll get a double set follow-up from Baerith. Abyss Soldier is going to come in, and we're going to have Sakura to armor, but this will unformidably... Oh, it will not. It won't be met with the Royal Decree at all. He elects not to chain it in that situation. Pretty big mistake from Baerith's side there, and it looks like this breaker is going to get in regardless for him. So PSYT's going to go down game 1, but he looks to bounce back here in game number 2, and he is going to see Pot of Greed again in that starting hand. That's exactly what you want to see as a Goat format duelist. He's going to like to set the Mirror Force and pass. Pretty strong card to put out early in this game. So let's see if he is not punished for it. And he's not. It looks like it's a T-set pass by Baerith, and he'll find himself into a Nobleman of Crossout, taking Magician Faith out of this game. Now this Mirror Force is about to get ultra punished here, as he has found himself into a breaker to clear it and poke in for 16. We're going to get the back row swapped out for a Heavy Storm. Now this will chain the Scapegoats here, and PSYT will just elect to set Ring and Torrential. So we met by a Heavy Storm of Baerith's own, but Ring will get in and clear this breaker for a Tribe Summon. This is looking pretty rough for PSYT's part, but he has found himself into a little bit of slowdown here with Swords and Book of Moon. And we'll start going into turns for Swords of Revealing Light. Tsukiyomi will come in here and clear the Tribe Infecting Virus. And we'll get a reset of Swords of Revealing Light, I presume. Instead, PSYT elects to just take everything back to hand and leave him open for an attack. Can Baerith capitalize? We will have Delinquent Duo rip 2 out of the hand. It looks like Visor Shock and Scapegoat are going to hit the graveyard, and we will just get a set pass. Really, really interesting position there. I don't know if PSYT had a read that Baerith was out of monsters to summon, but that works out pretty nicely for him, as he's able to double set, and he gets the Royal Decree to proc up, but he has no trap set for this Decree to negate. Now, Nobleman across out will come on down and remove Spy out of this game. It looks like Baerith is not playing any Gravekeeper Spies of his own. Morphing Jar is going to get set, and we will have Swords even set face down. Heavy Storm's out of the game, so there's really no worry there. Premature Burial is going to fly on out, target the tribe. We're going to get no priority from the tribe infecting virus, and it's going to attack into a set Morphing Jar. Looks like PSYT's going to draw into some pretty good cards here. He has Ceasefire, Serpent, Archer, Premature, Last Will, and Scapegoat. This is a very good hand for him to be able to do a lot of damage. We need a Premature Burial to clear out the Visor Shock and add those set cards back to his hand. Last Will for 2. Summon the Archer, burn for 1200, and we're going to summon out the Gyakugaier Panda and the Cannon Soldier. 3300 is going to come in and deal 3300 direct. And then we're going to burn for the Cannon Soldier for game. Wow. What a way to take that one from a position of probably not the best and making the best of it for sure. PSYT is going to be able to bounce back game number 2. And now we're going to game number 3 with Baerith on top. Let's see if he is able to make the final push here for Laus Nova to take the week. Or will PSYT defend bATL OXen's honor? Looks like we're going to have Abyss Soldier come on down with a Ring of Destruction behind it. We're going to get a reinforcements of the army to grab out the Exile Force and just deal with this Abyss Soldier head on. Now, Book of Moon's going to find its way into the set position, and Kaiku is going to banish the Exiled Force. Now, Serpent is going to find its way into a Thousand Eyes Restrict here and meet its match with the Ring of Destruction. Kaiku is going to come on down, and it's going to get ringed to send us under the Cyberstein number. We're going to add back that Serpent and probably fire off this Graceful Charity for some value. And we'll discard, speaking of the devil there, we'll send the Cyberstein and the Serpent to graveyard. And we will just continue to elect 2 set cards to protect our life points. Delinquent Duo is going to come on down though and rip out Will and Trunade. Gravekeeper Spy is going to find its way set down on the field. Looks like we're going to get some value out of the Spy and +1. And we're going to attack for 1200 to take him to 4000. But he's going to be met with a Scapegoat. We're going to elect to keep all 4 on Baerith's side of the field. And we will set the Serpent to go alongside the Gravekeeper Spies. We got a Metamorphosis to come in and take the Serpent. Tsukiyomi is going to come on down, and we're going to flip and take the Gravekeeper Spy. We're going to get a Nobleman to take Spy out of the game, and Tsukiyomi is going to come on down and rip this Suki. We're going to attack for 1200 into PSYT. PSYT's going to allow it to go through. And we'll set the Serpent and the Scapegoats now. Royal Decree is going to come on down, and it's going to turn off this Torrential Tribute. Suki is going to come in and play and rip and take this Serpent. Swords will find its way onto the field, slowing down, but Heavy Storm will fly out of Baerith's hand here, and we will have to chain Scapegoats and Book of Moon to this interaction. Serpent will go to graveyard. We're going to suck up one of the tokens here. It looks like we'll set Serpent, set Mirror Force. And Suki will find its way in here. But it'll be met with a Mirror Force to clear it, so there's no more flipping up and down the Thousand Eyes Restrict after he grabs this Serpent. Now it just becomes a waiting game for PSYT here. And it looks like he's found himself 2 pieces strong enough for his strategy to take over this game. Amazoness Archer and United We Stand. Let's see if he's able to find himself in a way to clear this Thousand Eyes Restrict. And he will find himself a Tsukiyomi. He's going to elect to set the Cyber Jar though. Exiled Force will come in and clear it. And we will have a set Archer. Now we have True Nade and Premature Burial to come in as well. Metamorphosis looks pretty good here. We're just going to continue to pass and make sure we have the units to deal with this. Tribe Infecting Virus is going to come in and clear out the Scapegoat tokens. And we're going to get a clearing of the Thousand Eyes Restrict from Tribe Infecting Virus as well. Followed up by a Premature Burial to clear out the Archer and attack for 16. Making this a one-turn clock for PSYT here. Is he able to mount the comeback? 4,400 to go. He's going to add the Serpent back to hand here. He has Prem. He has True Nade. He's going to True Nade first. Sending back all 4. Summon the Serpent. Summon the Thousand Eyes Restrict. Grabbing the Tribe Infecting Virus into the Premature. Into the Amazonas Archer. Into the United We Stand on the Thousand Eyes Restrict. Boosting him to 32. And then he's going to be able to use the Amazonas Archer's effect to burn for exact gain. Wow. What a way to come back and win it here for PSYT. And that is going to tie up the series between bATL OXen and Laus Nova at 2 apiece. The next game is going to decide the week, so you don't want to miss it. Be ready for the video coming out tomorrow.